the Montgomery bus boycott kicked off a national struggle, It's being introduced to us for the first time. I would say this bus boycott is a specific historical event. It kicked off a struggle, and King leading the way and ultimately becoming the nation's racial equality movement. I feel like I'm more likely to know who Martin Luther King Jr. is than Rosa Parks, and so starting with sentence 5 makes sense to me. But what I think is happening here is this is a paragraph that's been pulled out of a longer text, and so we really need the full context for it to make sense. I think, yeah. So I think this is why sentence 1 is the first one, because it explains that. So we don't learn that this happened in Montgomery, but we can imagine that that's what we've learned. It was there that Rosa Parks. I feel like there's a sentence missing. We need a first sentence about Montgomery. Where is it? What happened? What is this place? A sentence that said something like Montgomery, Alabama, is a place that does this. And then it was there that Rosa Parks, an African American woman, refused to vacate her seat in the middle of the bus so that a white man could sit in her place. She was arrested for civil disobedience. Parks' arrest, a coordinated tactic meant to spark a grassroots movement, succeeded in catalyzing the Montgomery bus boycott. It's a city in Alabama. Yeah. So what they did is every African American knew that the way that the public buses were run was racist, because if you're an African American, you're expected to sit at the back of the bus. And if you sit at the front of the bus and a white person gets on the bus, you had to go and sit at the back of the bus. So everyone knew this. But what the activists in the civil rights movement decided to do is they decided, well, we all know this is the case, but this is not how we're supposed to be treated in this country. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and refuse to move. We're going to go and sit in a bus. We're going to take the first seat that's available, and sit there, and we won't move if someone else wants the seat. So this is what Rosa Parks did. She got arrested, and Martin Luther King Jr. So he's the leader of this campaign. And he chose. So this is why this paragraph doesn't make sense really, because it needs a full context where we've learned about Martin Luther King, we know what Montgomery, Alabama is, and then we get to Rosa Parks as someone who starts this boycott by refusing to move out of her seat. Okay, so a strategy would be a general way of doing things to achieve an aim. A tactic is a specific thing that you do, like deliberately doing one type of thing to achieve a narrower effect. So if you think about like a team strategy in football could be we are always trying to carry the ball forward. That's our strategy. We're an attacking team. But a tactic might be to deliberately foul oncoming players at a particular moment so that they don't get an advantage or something like that.